Now this, our very own Aisha Hasni reports that former President Biden's advisor, Anita Dunn, revealed that Biden's inner circle agreed that he should not take a cognitive test. She said it wouldn't have been politically beneficial. That's a good reason, right? Lisa Boothe joins me now. Lisa,
I mean, duh. Right?
Is that an excuse, hiding the truth from the American people? Come on.
Of course not, but they didn't care. I mean, this was never about duty to country. It was about protecting Joe Biden. And when did the cover-up begin with all of this, right? Because, I mean, I think when you go back to even the 2020 election, the whole basement strategy, they blamed it on COVID, but I think they were already seeing the cognitive decline with Biden, because there was also, it was noted in the original Sin book that he was already forgetting names of staffers who had been with him since like the 1980s, back on the campaign trail in the 2020 election. So I think this cover-up started long time ago. The question is, what will Republicans do next with this information? And I think I've interviewed Senator Rand Paul about it, and he said that the auto pin was used for Dr. Anthony Fauci's pardon. So he wants the Department of Justice to charge Fauci with lying and then test the pardon theory in the courts. So perhaps that might be one of the directions that Republicans go in with all of this.
So disingenuous. I mean, they say that Biden made all the decisions that he would hear, but it was his word ultimately they acted on. Come on, you know that's not true.
Of course not. And the scary thing is, too, you know, obviously, I think the interview with the special counsel, I believe it was just like a couple of days after October 7th, if my memory, or it was right around that time. So you've got a guy in the White House making really serious decisions that could determine a potential world war. Right at a time when he clearly wasn't with it, and his staff thought they might need a wheelchair for him, and everyone was in on the cover-up, and they didn't want him taking cognitive tests because, he wouldn't pass one. You know, and then they all. But the thing is, too, what is really annoying is I hate being lied to, Ashley.
Yes.
Especially when it's
obviously.
It's like, you know, what is it saying? Like, you know, they know they're lying, we know you're lying, but they lie anyway. I probably botched it, but. You know, and then they punished us for telling the truth.
Exactly.
About what was so obvious.
After denying it for all that time and saying, you're crazy, he's great. Anyway,
exactly. The cheap fakes or whatever it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Got another one for you to get you fired up, jerks.
All right.
Former Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan has ditched the Democrat Party. He's now running for Michigan governor as an independent. He says the Democrats have no unifying message other than we hate Trump. That's true. It looks like Democrats are driving all their moderates away because the moderates have nothing in common with the far left.
Yes. However, I don't like this guy running as an independent in Michigan. Who does he play spoiler for, right?
Yeah, that's right. Split the vote.
You've got an open gubernatorial race because Gretchen Whitmer is term limited, and then you've got crowded primary fields on both sides. So I don't know if I like. I mean, he's got to meet some you know, signature requirements and things to get on the ballot in the state there, but. You know, I wonder how does that impact the overall race. Also, I will just point out that Democrats are up in the generic congressional ballot looking ahead at the midterms. And at least if you're looking at the House, there's such slim margins there that they only have to pick off you know, a few seats. They don't have to pick up that many seats to win back the House.
I still find that surprising, though, Lisa, because they have no message. There's a lot of infighting, and the one person that's come out in the last, whatever it is, several months, Mamdani, who's now gotten a national exposure as he runs for mayor of New York.
Well, and the good news for Republicans is those margins on the congressional ballot, it's slim. So it doesn't look like there's any wave forming. You know, I worked at the NRCC during the 2010 cycle. That was a wave, right? So it doesn't look like that is forming. Also, Republicans have been doing great with fundraising as well, and there are more Democrats holding Trump won seats than you know, Republicans holding Kamala seats. So, you know, reading the tea leaves, really, who knows where this thing goes? But I don't know. The guy playing spoiler in Michigan. We'll see.
That worries you.
Yes.
All right.
A lot worries me, Ashley.
I know that. I don't want to overwhelm
we don't have time
you.
For that.
I know. You need to take a break. So take a deep breath. Have a cup of tea.
There's a lot going on in this mind. You know?
We know that. Lisa, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.